Welcome, race fans, here to the Irish Hills of Michigan here at MIS. Scott Roush on pole here with CM Racing's number 3 car. You got Tim Fiegel on the outside, Edward Ziemba is in starting 3rd, Hart 4th, and Cole Baker rounding out your top 5. Pace car lights are off. 50 laps of racing here at MIS. The field rounding themselves off turn number 4, and the Welsh's Great Machine will lead us down here for the green flag in the air as the engines get fired, and we're underway here at Michigan. Already a good start by Scott Roush in the 3 machine. Edward Ziemba sitting in that 2nd spot, 3 wide already as Anthony Marchese moves up to 3rd. Cole Baker stuck in the sucker hole, and RJ Bishop's going to be in hot pursuit as the field roars off turn number 2, and down the backstretch they're going to go. And on fresh tires, cold tires, you're wanting to get really aggressive early on, and Anthony Marchese's doing just that. To the inside he's gonna go, and he's gonna try and lead the opening lap here off of turn number 4. The field already getting a little bit spread out, but car number 9 is gonna lead lap number 1 of the race with RJ Bishop in hot pursuit in the tow of the number 9. Now down to the inside, RJ Bishop's gonna want to take the lead for himself. Look at Sean Angel in car number 44. Joseph Strigley making his way forwards as well in the 22 machine. And Logan Cloud stuck in the middle, representing his home crowd here. Logan Cloud in car number 4 stuck in the middle. Alex Vignac on the bottom, Ziemba up top. You don't really want to be on that top side here in turns 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 really have some great momentum in terms of setting your opponents up. But now, the battle for the lead raging on once again, and it looks to be Sean Angel leading the lap, and here comes Anthony Marchese, sweeps down at the bottom of the racetrack as he's going to look for the top spot, and Bradley Bishop Jr. on the back bumper of Jack Parkins loosens him up, and they're still 3 wide for the race lead. A bit of a pack race early on. Really, once these tires start to wear down, you're going to notice drivers start to spread out. So the matter at hand is, can you save your stuff early on? It's only lap 3 as Porkins loosens up the number 9 off of turn 4. Porkins now looking to try and get a lap lead for car number 41, and with that re-signing to Curtis Racing, Jack Porkins is as confident as ever, and he's wanting to impress the boss that he's still got what it takes. Bishop Jr. now thinking otherwise, the points leader coming in. He is looking to extend that, and now with a move to the race lead, car number 45 trying to muscle his way forward here, as really just this lead pack of cars still gaggled together. There's Sebastian Kukulon in car number 1. There's Jeffrey White not too far behind. Cole Baker still stuck in a 3 wide spot, but off turn number 4, it's going to be BBJ leading the race. Hannah Allen now looking on the bottom underneath Edward Ziemba for 16th. In car number 0, and Hannah Allen not having the most sporadic or really fantastic of seasons, to say the least, in polite terms. And Peter Onjek now reeling in the 17. He's going to try and look to the bottom soon, and there he's going to go. Peter Onjek's looking inside the top 20 and potentially looking for more, and Red Bull has really been struggling with race pace here in the Hardee's National Series, has yet to really grasp this HNS car, and Peter Onjek starting to probably get a better understanding of it. Here comes teammate Austin Rogers coming in the picture. He's got a full head of steam down the front straightaway. He's actually going to try and split the gap into turn number 1. Cole Baker up top, Caesar bottom, and Rogers in the middle, but not able to get the grip in the center of the corner as anticipated, and that's going to allow Daniel Day to close in with Lane Sanders right behind the 37. And Austin Rogers just oh so close to that top 20. Actually will be in the top 20 just by passing him with the power move on the outside. And now he's going to charge down Cole Baker. Baker now closing in on Edward Ziemba once again. The mid pack pretty ferocious at the time, and really as of the moment right now, because everybody's just kind of clumped up together. But in terms of the front pack, everybody's starting to pull away here. Alex Vignac now making a move to the inside of Joseph Strigley. Strigley washing up the hill, but looks like he'll get the bite off of turn number 2 to keep that car ahead of the GM Certified Service Machine. But you see now, RJ Bishop's looking down the bottom of the racetrack. He's found some grip in the XI Batteries machine as he's going to try and take the 4th position away. RJ Bishop's been very quiet on the radio here, very quiet driver in general, and he's just more of a guy that lets the results do the talking. And now he's got to move to the inside. Jeffrey White's going to try and help him out in a turn number 1, but Sean Angel's going to have the higher ground, looks like, off of turn 2. RJ, though, still holding his nose ahead. and he's gonna try and side draft him down the back straightaway. There's Ross Jackson in the picture there. He's running 7th at the moment, and Jeffrey White's gonna go to the top side. RJ goes down to the bottom, still commits to his line, and he's actually gonna fend off Jeffrey White. White tried to put an attack on the outside, but just couldn't get there. A little bit of a battle right here. Alex Benyako trying to fend for 9th. Ian Dutta's cracked his way into the top 10, and look out for Corey Williams in car number 14. He is also just outside the top 10, and actually is in 10th right now, with Noah Hart following behind the Dover winner, looking for some more wins on the calendar. With this Dairy Queen machine, Fisher Motorsports, as we've mentioned, have stepped it up these past few races, and right now this might be unacceptable for their criteria at the moment, because I'm sure a win is something that they would want again here in the Hardee's National Series. Corey's looking lower on the racetrack on Dutta. Benyako trying to get the space, pinching the 71 up the racetrack. And now they're going to be 3 wide off of turn number 4. Scott Roush right behind the 14. And will Roush follow behind? No, he's not going to do so. And here comes Scott Roush to make it 4 wide into turn number 1. And we've seen this happen before. And Scott Roush on the inside. Williams stuck in the middle with Dutta on his outside, as well as Benyako, and they all make it stick. And now they're 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Joseph Strigley now pushing the number 3. He wants to get some free positions ahead of him. And Noah Hart's also trying to find something on that upper groove. He wants to join in on the action, as Alex Benyako continuing to getting pushed up into the marbles there. Look at that 5 car right behind him. Austin Rogers coming in the picture, just got around Logan Cloud. And man, this mid-pack just getting too intense. And Scott Roush is going to be the leader out of this little pack, with Strigley behind in hot pursuit. Dutta now trying to loosen up Corey Williams. Williams is going to hold his ground. Benyako to the top side. And Noah Hart's going to be stuck behind his sandwich of cars. And here he goes down the bottom underneath Ian Dutta. Hannah Allen's going to try and follow. She's going to try and make it 3 wide. Hart backs it up. And Ian Dutta's going to try and block that lower groove. Hannah Allen, just a lot of momentum in the corner. Here comes Austin Rogers again. Edward Ziemba trying to find something out of the hat with that IK9 machine, but not able to. But this 5 team again continue to impress, and even though they're the part-time car, they are doing a fantastic job. I think they're exceeding expectations right now, as they just got around Noah Hart. They're trying to get around Noah Hart, to be exact, off of turn number 2. The drag race down the back straightaway here, and in terms of the front pack here of cars, RJ Bishop and Sean Angel have been sparring partners these past few laps, while Petchek, Porkins, and BBJ are just trying to run away from the rest of the field right now. And really, nobody's been able to really touch that number 45 car. Jack Porkins very content in second at the moment. And it's a matter of what Jack Porkins will do. If he wants to get that lead, he's got to do something, and fast, if he wants to get there, because I think there's going to be some cars that are going to move their way forwards here, as some might have saved their stuff better than others. Angel's got a good run on Jack Porkins, and he's going to try and look down to the bottom into turn number 3. Porkins slides up the hill, and here comes the Waffle House machine. Sean Angel looking for the second spot, while Anthony Marchese and others are going to try and track them down with these two going at it. This allows BBJ to try and run away, and you can just see the momentum Marchese's going to get coming into turn number 1. And Angel still trying to fend on the bottom. Porkins putting a good fight up top. And that 44 car just trying to find the center off the corner, and look at the exit speed he gets. And Sean Angel's gonna power his way upwards, and Jack Porkins is gonna fall back down to 3rd. Here comes Anthony Marchese down at the bottom. He's gonna try and get towards that white line. RJ Bishop has also reeled them in. Ross Jackson also not too far behind. He got around Jeffrey White. He's now running P6. How about that for Ross Jackson here? And though he's put himself into a state of irrelevancy, or really he states that he is, he certainly isn't being irrelevant today. And here comes Porkins trying to do a crossover move down into turn number 1. Marchese sticks his nose at the bottom as well. RJ Bishop commits as well in that number 99 machine. So still going at it, duking it out side by side down the backstretch. And Anthony Marchese is going to have a momentum into turn number 3. He's actually going to try and look the outside this time around. Porkins sticks to the bottom, but backs up here. And I think we might have ourselves some green flag pit stops coming in, or really beginning, as BBJ is going to bring it down. There's Sean Angel, Porkins, Ross Jackson coming in. Good entry by the 25 team. And you see others already coming in earlier, so the matter at hand, and as we've said so many times, which will work the best, the undercut or the overcut. That's up for everyone to decide, and if you can get the best hot laps in, you could prosper. And Corey Williams coming into his stall. He's had quite an adventurous day running near the top 10, top 15 area. And there you see everybody coming in. Those staying out on the racetrack. Anthony Marchese staying out an extra lap or so. RJ Bishop, Jeffrey White. They're all coming in this time around. Will we have anybody else play a little bit bold strategy here? Austin Rogers is going to stay out on the racetrack here. And there's Hannah Allen, Cloud, Ben Yako, Dutta, Hart, Srigley, Onjack, Kukalon, and the rest of the field company coming in. And the matter at hand, who will cycle out first? There is Austin Rogers in car number 5. He's, I think, banking on a caution here. They're playing really bold here, but Austin Rogers had a very good day regardless. Was almost near that top 10 area, was as high up as 12th in this race, but now he's in the race lead here. And will he come down pit road this time around? We're just going to have to wait and see. And looks like he's slowing it down. He is going to bring it down pit road, and BBJ and Sean Angel look to be up together, up and close together to be exact. So this is a good strategy call by the AFRT cars. And watch those cars on the apron. That's going to be the big picture here. So it's a matter at hand is, will BBJ be quick enough to beat these guys off pit road? It looks to be by a long mile that these two are going to run off into the sunset. And AFRT now 1 and 2 in terms of the net lead. I think based upon Austin Rogers' strategy, I think they're going to lose so much time. I don't know where they're going to cycle up, but these two are going to be up front. Porkins slots into third in terms of the pit cycle once things end, but who knows? We could see Austin Rogers pull something out of the hat here, but that doesn't really look to be the case. And you see the leaders zoom on by this number 5 team. So right now, it's these two up front. Sean Angel's looking a little bit underneath that 45, and now to the inside he's gonna go. The teammates are gonna go at it for the race lead, and with fresh tires, they're gonna certainly try and push it, but will you push it too much is the big question here. Let's look at the gap between them and the rest of the field. 1.97 is the gap between them and Porkins. They're side by side for the race lead, still neck and neck. Nobody willing to give up the position here. And could that cost them? They are still going at it down the back straightaway. Both Dodges so even with straight line speed. And into turn number 3, they're going to go. Sean Angel's going to slot in as the race leader. And Bradley Bishop Jr. files back in second. Jack Porkins in third. Marchese fourth. And Ross Jackson inside the top 5. But here comes Jeffrey White. Good slipstream into the corner. We got some dirt up on the racetrack. We're gonna have to look at that here, but right now they are all gonna try and chase down the 44 and the 45. It was William Brock that was the car that went into the dirt. He was reporting he was having some issues with his car, and how he didn't hit that inside wall, thank goodness for that. But Brock keeping the car all the way down to the apron, but a tough break for car number 94. They were not having the most ideal days, but they were running near the mid-pack with some pit strategy from the Hydra team. But now that's going to mire the 94 way down the order as a result. Sean Angel continuing to lead, and you saw Bradley Bishop Jr. look a little bit lower that time around, but couldn't get the pass off of turn 2. He sits in second, Porkins in third, Marchese fourth, White fifth. Then you got Jackson running in the 6th position. Quiet run for him. Scott Rouse trying to reel him in, running in the 7th spot. Williams in 8th, Corey that is. RJ Bishop 9th, and Edward Ziemba your top 10. But back up front though, here comes Bradley Bishop Jr. He's got a slipstream underneath the 44, and now he moves down the inside, and this is for the race lead. And car number 45 looking to extend the points lead, and Bradley Bishop Jr. trying to be a force to be reckoned with in this championship hunt, and certainly trying to put the emphasis on a championship contender. Now to the inside, Porkins helping the 45 car out into turn 3. They're gonna go. Porkins trying to find the nose underneath him. He's gonna do so, and here comes Jack Porkins down at the bottom. Anthony Marchese trying to follow. Jeffrey White's also joining in the fray, and now it's gonna be a 5-car race for the race lead. And there is the 11, the 9 car trying to move to the inside groove. Jack Porkins trying to shut the door, but couldn't do so. And here comes Anthony Marchese down at the bottom. Sean Angel trying to shove the 45 car a little bit uphill. And they're still side by side, several rows deep. White now shoving the number 9 car to the point into turn 3. They're gonna go. and Anthony Marchese leads. White now looking a little bit lower on the racetrack this time around. It's got the slipstream right behind, and great corner exit by the 11. Now to the inside, he's gonna go. Jeffrey White is still looking for his first win of the season. So they've caught Cal Farrell in car number 31, and in the turn number 1, Jeffrey White's gonna try and send it underneath Marchese. Marchese putting the fight back. Outside line run, he's gonna get, and the 9 car's just gonna have the proper backstretch speed he's gonna have, and Jack Porkins stays up top. And look at that 9 car getting so aggressive. He's still waiting for that first win, and now he moves to the inside, weaves around Cal Farrell with ease, and Jeffrey White slots in behind in second. Sean Angel going at it for third on Jack Porkins in the 41 machine, and Bradley Bishop Jr. was just near the lead a moment ago. He is now down to 5th, but still in this lead pack. But Jeffrey White now trying to have to fend off from his teammate and Sean Angel, and it looks to be Jeffrey White holding on to second. And now here he goes. He's actually gonna have a nose looking to the inside. Marchese trying to defend, trying to pinch that inside groove, but Jeffrey White's just got the nose off of turn 4. He's gonna try and look again this time around. Jeffrey White just looking and looking for more here in this Fanatics machine. And here he goes down the inside, side draft of the 9 into turn 1, and Jeffrey White's gonna be able to take it. But here comes Marchese putting the fight back. He's gonna try and get that outside line run again, and down the backstretch they're gonna go side by side for the race lead. Jack Porkins waiting in the shadows, goes down to the inside. He's gonna try and help his teammate out. And now the Curtis Racing cars working together. Porkins up turn 4. He's gonna get second away, and now it's gonna be Jeffrey White in command with teammate Porkins in second, while the battle for third rages on between Angel and Marchese. And Marchese on the outside into turn number 1, and Angel's just gonna clear that 9 car with ease. And now they have caught Alexa Lucian off of turn number 2, but looks to be no harm, no foul for the leaders so far, as the 5 of them are just gonna all go down to the inside. Porkins now looking to the bottom of Jeffrey White. Sean Angel looking even lower. Porkins' car tightening up off of turn 4, and here comes the 44 once again, and the battle for second seems to be never ending here at Michigan. And Bradley Bishop Jr., oh man, he's dominating this race, and he certainly doesn't want to throw it away like this due to strategy. And now making a move, teaming up against Anthony Marchese. 2 Dodges, 2 Chevys, and 2 Toyotas there, and 2 Dodges from the AFRT team. Certainly would be awesome if they could find victory lane again. These really, KR and AFRT have been the more notable figures in the series. And now Marchese looking lower on the racetrack as he's going to take third away. Battle between teammates here on lap number 43, and with 8 laps to go, they need to do something if they want to catch that top 3 once again. And Bradley Bishop Jr. believes he's got the faster car. He goes down the inside. Angel gives the space, and now the 2 Dodges are side by side for that 4th position, and lap traffic in the way. Coven Black in front of the 44. And that's going to help the 45 just a tad there coming into turn 1. Let's see what BBJ can do. But his teammate fighting strong on the upper groove here. And they look pretty even actually off of turn number 2. They're going to be side by side, drag race down the back straightaway. And just look at that exit speed that Bradley Bishop Jr. is going to get. Into turn 3, he's going to have the right of way. Angel's going to put the fight back. And here comes the 45, rolls it down to the center, and is able to clear Sean Angel, and that is P4 for him. There you see Logan Cloud has started to march his way upwards into the top 10. He got around Ross Jackson, and now looking for Edward Ziemba. That 4 car is flying here. He's got younger tires than some of those in front of him, so Logan Cloud on a mission to get a late charge here, and a top 10 run is a great day for this 4 team. Hannah Allen just got around Ross Jackson. That is for 11th, and now is trying to catch Edward Ziemba's number 17 car. Not looking as quick as the 0 and the 4 here, and Hannah Allen now on the prowl here, on the hunt. And here she comes down the bottom of the racetrack. The defending winner won't be able to defend today at this rate, but even so, a top 10 run is great for what has been a forgettable season for this IKEA machine. And Ross Jackson, though, just a little bit, like I said, outside that top 10. There's Alex Benyako running in the 13th spot. Cole Baker not too far behind. Ian Duddick trying to get around Sebastian Kukulon for the 15th position. He's going to be able to do so into turn number 1. Kukulon's going to try and fight back on that outside line. And it looks like Kukulon's going to try and get that back straightaway speed in that number 1 machine. It looks like he's not going to be able to coming into turn 3. Duddick's going to send it into the corner. And it looks like that 71 car will be able to get it. Kukulon still trying to put the fight back. Could he pull the crossover? We got a car blowing up. It's Cal Farrell's number 31, and he's going to bring it all the way down to the apron. And the matter at hand is, can he bring it down to pit road safely? That's going to be the big question, but I think they might be able to in hindsight. So let's see here. A good little battle near the mid-pack area as well. There's Jarrett Gross, Peter Ronjek, Tip Foster, and Carter Friesen. They're all going at it. In the back half of the field, they have not had great days, to say the least. Tip Foster qualified 15th, and he has faded all the way almost outside the top 30, and it looks like they'll be able to get around Peter Onjak quite easily here. But back up towards the front, it's still a 3-car breakaway. The gap almost 4 car lengths over Jack Porkins and Anthony Marchese, just right behind the 2 Chevrolets of Porkins and White. The AFRT cars now finally getting themselves into a single file line. Corey Williams trying to navigate his way around Justin Johnson with RJ Bishop in hot pursuit in the X-Side machine. RJ Bishop very quiet this season despite his limited starts, and for how many he's going to run, he's going to try and impress the TPR gang, and right now he's doing a pretty good job running inside the top 10, running in 8th. So Logan Cloud in 9th, and he started to close in on Bishop, Williams, and Roush here, and I think even Roush in turn is actually starting to catch the 2 AFRT cars as well. But 2 laps to go remain for Jeffrey White. Porkins, can he find something with Anthony Marchese, potentially helping them out? Rumors have it that Marchese could actually return to the Rodriguez Racing organization, but that's really up for interpretation. He's going to make a move down the inside. Great exit off of turn number 4. Conwell's going to bring it down to pit road. And here they come towards the white flag. 1 more lap to go here for Jeffrey White. Marchese's trying to march his way to second to see if we can have 1 final lunge at the 11. Into turn 1, they're going to go, and Jeffrey White half a second ahead of Jack Porkins here. I think it's really smooth sailing for this Fanatics machine, and Jeffrey White, many say he is ready for Cup. White says he's got to prove himself to a further extent. Into turns number 3 and 4 for the final time. Jeffrey White for Curtis Racing comes off turn number 4, and down the front stretch they're gonna go. Jeffrey White's gonna find victory lane here at MIS, and the battle for second heated up there. A photo finish, and it was Anthony Marchese that ekes out Jack Porkins' peak antifreeze machine, and Marchese is going to separate the KR sandwich. Great effort for the 9 team, and man oh man, again, that win awaits them sooner or later. I think the matter at hand is when Anthony Marchese is going to catch that big break, and Bradley Bishop Jr. gets a 4th place run. That's great for him in the points. He's going to extend that gap by a huge extent. Then you got Sean Angel running in 5th, Roush 6th, Williams, great march on to 7th, then RJ Bishop 8th, Cloud 9th, and Hannah Allen rounding out your top 10 here today at MIS. What an effort here. Jeffrey White wins. Not the most thrilling of races, I'd say, for a lot of race fans, but strategy was big at the end. If you made the proper adjustments, you could catch the leaders in AFRT. They first seemed to be the ones that found it out and nailed it. The KR cars, and as well as Anthony Marchese, caught them at the end of things. And that's what ended up giving them the top 3s they deserve today. The AFRT cars were dominant. Bradley Bishop Jr. was the dominant car throughout most of that. But when it came to the second half, things took a toll. Certainly not for his liking. Thank you all for listening in and watching. Congratulations to Jeffrey White in the win, as we'll take a look at the rest of the race results.